Welcome. You've got dads. Welcome back to the Good Dad Saga. I've decided I'm going to upload 2 times a week now. One good dad, one bad dad, so we can power through this game. Maybe move on to something else. We'll see. My viewership is really small, and by that I mean I think it's just my sister and you, Jay. So thank you for watching. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. We're gonna go on our second day with Damien right now. So here we go. We're gonna just rock it out. Damien Bloodmarch. Right, I have to practice being British. I'll send him a message. Are you excited? I am. Since we're going on a second date, we're probably going to get some Amanda plot also. So that should be fun. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message. When Amanda walks in the door, what did I tell you? Dad, you got a letter! Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. That's weird. Whoa! Can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Dang, this dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Lyle, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. Oh my gosh, this is like a marathon of reading. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that I thank you. That said, Lyle, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I almost made him Southern. I can't do it. Okay, wait. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Wow, he's really into me. Amanda and I both look up from the letter after we spent a year reading it. Wow, he's good. So you're gonna catch a movie with him or what? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. No, you gotta write a letter back. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back. A real letter, Dad. I'll deliver it. But my handwriting looks like 2 toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. It's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. Oh, he doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know, it sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? No, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Oh, wasn't expecting to say that word today. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien, I do hope that this letter finds you in good health. Hey, good morrow to you on this fine eve. I'm a hey kind of a dad, but we're gonna class it up. Good one, Dad. What's next? Hey, remember when your son tried to cask him onto Lotto, that kid? You been good? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Yes. Ugh, geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Nope. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That Ernest was pretty messed up. Not bad. Good action-y sentence. Ask him to hang out already. Okay. True art takes time, Amanda. While estranged in events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Whew, man. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Oh, that's cheesy. Let me, get at that. What? These are all so bad. I'm gonna say the one about lost in the details. Dad, whoa. I saw it on TV and I'm not actually an intelligent person. Bring it on, Pops. Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movies. I'd very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth. Calling it the cinema is a classy move. Hey, he did it first. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste, will carry on. This game, though, will carry on. Is this another My Chemical Romance joke? And then I signed my name, my full name, fancier that way, Lyle Forsyth. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Ooh, it is sloppy. You spelled his name wrong. I did? I didn't even notice. What? No, I'm just trying to keep you on your toes. Okay. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal, Dad. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood in it. She lets it dry for a second, then pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, I don't know what that word is, a little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Okay, that explains. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver this to his doorstep. Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Okay. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I do, actually. I really do. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and I go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around. I was supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Well, this is some old school courtship, y'all. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit and I show up to the theater a little bit early. We didn't go together? I'm meeting him there? What kind of a jerk am I? It's a chilly night and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. Oh, this is a romance built for the ages, you guys. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it going to rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
What?
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids. Yes! Or perhaps Milk Duds. First one. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Uh-oh. Oh, my dog's here! Lucian. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. This is the problem with being a dad and trying to date in a town full of other dads. Everybody's kids are everywhere.
Oh.
Lucian, how nice to see you. Well, I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending this evening? Oh, my friends are making me see some kid movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it or anything. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies.
Oh my.
You watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it because I looked at him and thought, vampire movies, that's what we should go see.
Huh.
Good luck with that, Dad. Lucien? I heard a very strange noise. I think it's just an airplane. The window's open. I didn't realize. Lucien rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? Oh, it's nothing. My son loves to tease me. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. He must hate horror films. Is it a horror film? I don't know. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. I really don't know what to expect on this date, you guys. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Oh no! Is everything okay? Vampires, huh? The movie hasn't even started yet. Is everything okay? Why, everything is perfectly fine.
Huh.
I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. That's what I always say. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. It's terrifying. Interesting.
Huh.
That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I'd never even heard of. And that's because I looked at him and I made a snap judgment about his interests. Damien's knuckles are turning white. We should be going to see some kind of period piece. I'm an idiot. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
Oh my.
Oh, you must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. Oh, baby.
Ah!
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2 Evil Never Dies.
Huh.
A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken my coven. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade! This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. Na. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
What?
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. Ooh! I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap where it belongs. I was, writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I, got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. Wish you would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Tell a dad joke. Point out a plot hole. Ask what's happening. Tell a dad joke. Point out a plot hole. I'm gonna ask him what's happening. Oh, wait, what's happening? Oh, he hates it. I believe Carmela is trying to kidnap the general's son, but the son is also her cousin, and I don't know, there's a werewolf for some reason. Which one's Carmela? Well, she's Demetrius's wife rival, I think. Great, he's confused. Going for the kill. This movie doesn't make any sense because I'm not paying attention and therefore it's bad. Right, yes. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly with only a few whimpers from Damien. Or maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. Well, probably, you idiot. We get to the final scene in the movie where Romulus Bad Blood. I think his name was Romulus Trueblood before. I don't know. We can rewind and look at that. And the general's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was a vampire crusade in our hearts. A cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the general's wife begin making out hard.
What?
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmilla, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, a twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3 evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise, he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of, invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to details in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. 2 times I got to say that today. 2 times. Come, the night is young. Let us take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Oh no. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. A lovely night, isn't it? I say cheesily, as lovely as the company. Yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Cute. Dang. Okay. Here comes the smooth response. Thanks. Cool. Okay. I'm a teenage boy. Oh, cool. Nice. Crushed it. I'm a loser. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. I sure know when to say cool at the right time, you know what I'm saying? Hey, are you getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Lyle. Trust me. Really? Okay. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Cemetery grooves. We're going to the cemetery. We're gonna take a walk together. I went on a date with a vampire. It is going great. Ooh. Okay, I'll stop. I can't, it's so good. Okay, I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him for being in a cemetery. This is strangely romantic. But picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Where were you storing that this whole time, yo? Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds a blanket and we both sit down gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses, naturally. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I hope you don't mind, this is a musical now. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I don't even know what blood magic is, mate. I've never been good at those. I feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. I guess I'm just an idiot who makes judgments about people based on what they wear. I don't deserve to be with you. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one. Thanks to your help. Yeah, right. Graveyards, however. I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. I sit and enjoy food, wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Oh, finally, the music stopped. It's so distracting. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Now, this is better graveyard music, more appropriate. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. Oh, gosh. What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form. More feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer. Moving faster. Oh. A dog. As it finally it's an ugly dog. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog! Its eyes are basically popping out of its skull. Hey, I don't know who it is. We both look up, not expecting to see... Oh, of course. Robert. Thanks. Well, Robert, what are you doing here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. What of it? Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. Well, may I give her a treat? You have dog treats on you? Just what, at all times? Sure. I wouldn't give her cheese, though, between you and me. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. Well, what else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away. Tail wagging furiously. Sorry for that. It was an impulse. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks, buddy. Hey. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. I don't know anything about you. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese, very similarly to how Paris Hilton used to carry her dog in a bag. In fact, I think she was inspired by Victorians. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool.
Oh.
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? I didn't even get to try all the cheeses. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. Or maybe I did, I don't know. That whole thing that we talked about during that hop in cemetery music, it is a blur to me. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be, because I'm an old man. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Lyle, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Oh boy! Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogrammed handkerchief. Presses it into my hand. Well, thank you, Damien. I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm gonna wave this at passing ships. I will use this to dry my tears. Oh! A noble purpose! Damien shuffles his feet. Presumably not as a dance. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Cute! Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. I unlock the door and step inside. Amanda, my brain is so confused. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Oh, you were watching us, you little pervert. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window, you little pervert? No. I was just, Okay, yes, how was the movie? Well, lots of vampire titties. 3 times I got to say that word. Wow. That's a new record. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is... Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Finally, I'm a good dad. Or guy. Or scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. That's... That's what I was going to say the whole time. Nice save, Lyle. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties or something? Well, I think I'm misremembering that because of all that banging music. Wow, that's pretty punk rock. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? How can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I, you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Whoop woo! Date complete! Ugh. Wow, I did a bad job. I did a bad job. I did such a bad job.
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman?
No.
He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did bad on Tough Talk. I did bad on Potty Humor. I didn't know I was supposed to do good on that. I did okay on Darkness. I did pretty bad on Edwardian. Did really good on Blood. So on Rom-Com. So, there you have it. Interview with the Vampire. Dad tip number 14, shave with the grain. Well, it's been a long day. Went to the movies. Went to a graveyard. You know. Just about ready to pack it in after a few bites of ice cream. I knew it! Ice cream, it's my vice. I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to the main room. This is not my room. This is the living room. Alright. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a look. Oh no, she's crying. Oh, is she crying? Oh no. I knock gently on the door. Hey, Meander? Meander? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. Oh gosh, I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. No, wrong move. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Oh no, her heart's broken, I guarantee it. Is everything okay, Amanda? I want to talk about it, Dad. Leave me alone. Do I ask? Do I leave her alone? Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Okay, I'll leave you. All right, I'll leave you be. Back out of the room. Close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. I love that boy and he's with my friend. Guarantee it. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. And for somebody who's trying to hide the fact that she's crying, she's sure being loud about it. She's seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only make her more upset. Sometimes being a good dad means backing off. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. Is she being bullied at school? Is she in love with somebody that's not in love with her? That's all I can think of. She's like 17. What else could be? All of her friends ditch her. She doesn't have friends anymore. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I just want her to be happy and safe. Well, she's safe, I think. She's in your house. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. Or dreaming about Amanda, because... Alright, whatever. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Well, Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever it is that's bothering her. Oh no, she looks mad. Oh no. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room, makes a beeline for the freezer because she's gonna have ice cream for breakfast because she on her period. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster. I'm just kidding. No ice cream. And slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. Oh, I thought I did a good job. Anything big going on at school today? Like a dance you didn't get asked to or something? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to the school? No. Do you want some coffee? She pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burn waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Ooh. She picks up her bag and storms out. Oh gosh, okay. Maybe I gave up too early. I thought I didn't want her to be mad at me. Oh, I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. Oh, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and just try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages. I wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decide that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I'm going to bake a cake. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's trying to avoid me. Should have never gone in her room last night. I should have just knocked, and then when she said go away, I should have just gone away. Hey, Pumpkin! What? Can you come here for a sec? You can't tell I'm getting over a cold. There's a moment of silence. Yeah, I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong. And I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, why are you talking like that? So just, whatever it is. And you don't even have to tell me if you don't want to. Whatever it is. Just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Oh.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, alright? And you know that sometimes I like to drink in the afternoon. Just a little bit, okay? So, I was hoping I could speak a language you both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator, place it on the table, and stop pretending to be drunk. And hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad, it took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad, and I had to start over. And I'm sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. This is beautiful, Dad. You're the most beautiful human being, and I love you. It's strawberry. How did I bake a strawberry cake? I couldn't even make brownies with Joseph without messing them up. That might be a lie. I only vaguely remember that. Also, one time I set bacon on fire. Okay, anyway. She gives me a hug. I grab some plates and forks and I serve us up some delicious cake. So, when did you learn how to make cake, Dad? This is a new thing for you. So it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing, I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just like, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I would love a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh, no.
Yes. I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R, yeah, she's the one who puked in Dead Goth and Beyond. That was you. She's the best friend. She's the other one. The other one. I guess you're not technically wrong. It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Anyway, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P, and I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas and Grace and Noah all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night, and they all told me they were studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information, I guess, is like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this to you right now. This is so embarrassing. I just like, I have a crush on Noah, and and that's the thing. What? Huh? Well, I didn't know that. Nope, definitely not. You're a bad liar, Dad. Well, so are you. Well, I learned it from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody, and I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to, like, you know, start drama. So I just kept quiet, and like I kept going about my business. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and like after not texting me back for 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phone down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I'm like, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos, so I totally understand that, babe. Where was I? I don't have a job. Where was I? Dad, shut up. I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there? Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together. And guess what they were eating? They were eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. And by better, I mean worse. I hope that was clear. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is like kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes. I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that person is. Grace is the boring one? Gossipy one? Did she poop the bed? Gossip boring one? Yeah. And that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or, I guess that's me now. Anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, I might add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and I immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, that's a lot. Are you still following? Yeah. What did Emma R say? Ooh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. I'm going to just pull out my phone real quick. I'm going to read word for word an arduously long string of text messages. Can you even believe that, Dad? I can believe that. I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, I do not understand what she's talking about because I'm an old man. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. We were dating in secret for like months. So I told her she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, left me on red? What's that, Amanda? Oh, she saw my message and she didn't reply. And I know because there are red receipts. A red receipt. I don't know what a red receipt is, but I'm going to just nod and pretend I understand. Whoa, that's cold. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots. That definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but you are so dumb. I don't know how to explain it to you. Honestly, anyway, it's stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Oh my God. What about that girl Daisy? I know she's like 12, but Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R has been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. As I was reading all of this, I was like, man, this doesn't sound like high school to me. This sounds like junior high. And then I remembered my grade 12 year. And I was like, no, I'm being optimistic. Grade 12 was horrible. Grade 12 was a horrible time. Amanda, I feel you, girl. I know what you're going through. I didn't even have red receipts and screenshots when I was in grade 12. We still managed to be complete jerks to each other. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it. That's all. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. What did I do wrong? Why did everybody suddenly just decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. You are enough, Amanda. Don't you ever say that. And as mad as I am at everybody, I just miss them, Dad. This is our last year together before we all go to college or university or what the heck ever. And I just wanted it to be a good one, you know? I just wanted it to be a good one. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. Well, what could I possibly say to help? Anyway, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Oh, thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. It's pretty dumb. It's kind of dumb. It's not dumb! No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real and valid. Don't ever be mad at yourself for being a human being. I guess, unless you've secretly been a robot who's approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. Seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, because I'm just your lame old dad, and I don't know anything about anything, especially not anything. But I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Not all friendships last forever. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. Honey, high school sucks. You make friends with people just because they're there. And when you're still living in your hometown, it's a pretty small pool of people to choose from. But once you go to college, and once you get out into the quote-unquote real world, you know what I'm talking about, you're going to be exposed to all sorts of people, and it's going to be easier to make friends with people who really get you. I'm serious. Some of those friendships can last a lifetime. I mean, look at me and my buddy Craig. Our friendship has lasted a lifetime and may even blossom into something else. You know what I'm saying? And some of them only last a little while. And that's okay too. You're going to make so many awesome new friends at art school. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. because you're amazing. And if they can't say that, well, if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. These are the truest facts. I know at least one person watching this is still in high school. So this is for you. These are the truest facts. I got some longtime friends, and let me tell you how many of them are from high school. Like none.
Huh.
Okay, I still talk to a few people from high school. Occasionally. Occasionally. What's up, Maggie U? Shout out to Maggie U. Shout out to Greg. Shout out to... That's it. That's all I got for right now. I'll keep that in mind. Shout out to Moniz. We'll look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did! Eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. I feel like the longer I play, the more annoying I get. I'm really sorry about that. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yeah, Amanda? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Aww. That was cute. Do I get...
Welcome.
Oh.
You've got dads.
Welcome. You got dads. Okay, well, that was my second day with Damien. Tune in next week on the Good Dad Saga when I go on my second day with Craig. And on Thursday, watch the bad dad, try to date Robert again. See what happens this time. Excitement never stops. All right, deuces, my friends. Do 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 do.